So good evening, and that's us done here at Walsall Scare Maze for the Christmasacre event. It was our ScareCon Scare Tour After Shock Christmas party. Unfortunately, due to something happening at home, we had to get home, so weren't able to stay for the rest of the evening, but certainly enjoyed Christmasacre. So it was the cage lights out. Now it could have been quite simple. They could have just turned the lights out and left us to it in the maze, but they put an extra story to it, in that the inmates were looking to celebrate Christmas. They liked Christmas music, but there was a power failure, so the lights had gone out. So what we had is we were given some large, they were like fuses, they're obviously like glow sticks or whatever, and we were tasked to go into the prison, find the generator, put the fuses in, and if we saw any emergency power buttons, to try it. So you'd be walking through in the dark and the actors would be scaring you, and then if you found one of these buttons, you pressed it and suddenly the lights would come on, the Christmas lights would come on, and Christmas music, and they would all start dancing and singing and, you know, still scaring and doing stuff, and then the lights would go dark again and then they would go back to scaring. There were about 5 buttons all the way through. It was a really good additional way of, well, a different way of doing a blackout maze without having to completely redesign the whole route of the attraction. The actors were, as usual, as you would expect from Walsall Scare Maze. They were very touchy. They were all over us, and yeah, that's always great fun. The finale, you may remember, we talked about it, Halloween. The finale, you put in different cages and then you released into this sort of rat run. There was some banging Christmas music. I think it was Jingle Bells. Some banging Christmas music, and the actors in there were just having a laugh. There was one with Jingle Bells. He kept saying, "Follow the bells, follow the bells," and he kept leading us off in the wrong directions. Obviously, they can control how long you're in there for. The other actor was hanging from the ceiling a lot. They were just working that room really well. It's a great finale. And actually, he came out of that finale and straight into a chainsaw, and the chainsaw was like, "Oh yeah, chainsaw. We've done a chainsaw." But compared to the sleigh bells and the anarchy of the maze section at the end, the chainsaw was just like, "Oh yeah, chainsaw." But obviously, lots of people don't like chainsaws, so it is still a good scare. All in, it was absolutely fantastic. We all had a good time. Because it was Christmas, there weren't that many people here, and because it was ScareCon, people were going through in small groups. We went through in a group of 3, and that really did help. Just means the actors can focus on you more. There's loads of Easter eggs in there. If you've done Walsall Scare Maze, you'll know our faces are on the wall. There's references. The actors do know us there, so a few personal touches along the way. But yeah, a really good version. After that, we came out, there was Christmas songs playing. Obviously, it is a Christmas party. A lot of the people are still there at the moment, but unfortunately, as I said, I have to go. We also had a lot of people go through Enola, because it's just before Christmas. Enola said what they're not going to do is put any wax strips on people's hair. They're not going to shave heads or anything like that. So a lot more people went through Enola, and they were egging each other on. But some of the state, I mean, we stood there and watched somebody come out of Enola. They had no clothes on, just a bin bag round, covering up their private parts. So yeah, but those who love Enola, love Enola. You know, we don't do extreme, but it was good that actually Walsall offered something a little slightly different. So that is literally it now. There is no more Halloween or no more scare events for us now until Halloween. Walsall is running for another 2 days. It's running Saturday night and Sunday night. So if you do want some Christmas scares, do check it out. But that is the last one from us. So we've had a fantastic year. We are now going to have some time off over Christmas. So we'll just want to wish everyone a really happy Christmas and a great new year. And we'll see you back on the other side. We've got a lot planned already. We've got stuff happening in January and February, and the rest of the year, as we've said multiple times. A scare attraction news and reviews site is for life and not just for Halloween. So with that, have a great Christmas, and we'll see you all in the new year.